What's up, guys? Rules for Rebels. Thank you guys for tuning in. Got a quick side hustle idea for you guys today. So this is a pretty easy one, very low startup cost. I think it'd be easy to get clients, and it's kind of a fun way to make a couple bucks on the side. It's something you can keep very small and just make yourself a couple $100 a week, or it's also something that you could scale and turn into something bigger. So here's what the idea is. I was browsing on Reddit earlier today, and I saw a sponsored Reddit ad that a local bar near me was hiring a trivia host. Now, I'm sure you guys have been to bars where they have a trivia night, and you know, they're normally reading like, man, what's that game called? Like Trivia Pursuit cards, and it's like a contest, and oftentimes, you know, whatever team wins gets, you know, their drinks for free for the night, or a gift card to the bar, maybe like some kind of Miller Lite sign or something like that. A lot of times bars have the liquor distributors donate prizes and things like that, but basically they were looking for a trivia host, just somebody to host a trivia night at a bar. So a lot of times during the week, you know, it's slower nights, it's a little bit quieter. Bars are trying to bring people in because not everyone's going out to drink on a Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday night. So bars will have these trivia nights as a fun way to kind of bring people in. They obviously need somebody to host a trivia night. So the one that I found, the bar actually like has the trivia night. They're just looking to bring in a contractor to kind of host a night, to play MC for the night. They were willing to pay $50 plus give you $25 worth of food and drinks. So, you know, have yourself a couple cocktails, have yourself, you know, a couple appetizers before you go on. You host a trivia night, which, you know, normally run, what, an hour, maybe 2 hours max, probably not even. But, you know, you're not making a ton of money, but, you know, kind of a fun way to make a couple bucks, get out there, meet some people, be social, and essentially you're getting paid to go out and drink and eat some free food and things like that. Now, if you were to actually approach bars and say, and this would require a little bit more work, but most bars have kind of their own PA systems and things like that. If you actually, you know, go attend a couple trivia nights, see how they work, participate, maybe even get a job at a bar who's hiring somebody to do a trivia night. But once you kind of figure out how things go, how they're structured, etc., you could go around to some local bars that maybe you notice are slower during the week. And hey, you know, what if I could bring you in a lot of business during the week? Let me throw a trivia night. You guys get your beer distributor to kind of donate some kind of prize, or, you know, if you guys don't mind giving away, you know, a $50 gift certificate to the bar or something like that. It'll bring in a lot of people. Trivia night lasts, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours. It'll keep people in the bar drinking and eating. What do you think? Yeah, I'm sure you'll bring in more people than, you know, the $100, $200, whatever you're paying me. You're going to more than make that up in food or drinks from having groups of friends. Because most people aren't going to go to a trivia night by themselves, right? They're going to go with friends. So it's bringing a lot of people in the bar. It's going to make them money. And you can go around and get a couple bars. Pretty much, I would say Monday through Thursday, bars are pretty slow. So you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Even if you charge $100 a night, that's $400 for 8, 12, $1,600 a month just hosting trivia nights at bars. Now, if you actually wanted to scale this and make it even bigger, you start hiring the hosts. You're the kind of the one making the contacts with the bars. You pay some guy $25 an hour to host a trivia night. You pay him $50. You wind up getting $100, $150 for hosting the thing, and you get guys going out to a bunch of bars, and you're making $75 a pop just for sending a guy out to these different bars to do trivia nights. So thought that was kind of a cool little side hustle idea. I've never done this particular thing, although I did do something similar. I've told this story in the past. I used to make beanbag toss games, and I would make a lot of custom games for bars and things like that with their logo on them and things, or like Chicago sports teams. And there's one particular bar, if any of you guys are in the Chicagoland area, or especially Chicago suburbs, there used to be a place in, I think it was Lombard, Illinois. Yeah, I think it was Lombard, called, man, what was it called? North Beach. And they used to have indoor volleyball games during the week and things like that. And I approached them to sell them beanbag games. This is years ago, back when beanbag toss games were really popular and a lot of bars were putting on tournaments and things like that. And I asked them if they wanted to buy games, or if they wanted to host a tournament. I would donate games for the tournament. So they actually bought some boards for me. You know, they had the boards around when there weren't beach volleyball games going on. They had a big open space where people could play. So they bought sets of boards for me. But then one day when I was dropping off some boards, the manager pulled me aside and he said, you know, the guy who we used to have running the volleyball tournaments and kind of running the events, he left us. We don't have anybody to run those. Would you be interested in hosting the beanbag tournaments? And so it was a kind of a fun little hustle. Me and my buddy Joe at the time wound up doing it. We hired some girls. We called them Fun Bags girls. We got some, you know, tube tops made up for them. They hosted the tournament. the bars and the bar and their liquor distributors provided all types of kind of giveaway items and prizes and things like that for who won the tournament. And then I think they also, for the grand prize winner, at the end of this league that they had, they were giving away sets of my boards to, I think, the top 2 or 3 teams. So, it was a fun thing. I think we did it for about 6 months. We actually kind of filled in and hosted their volleyball tournaments and things like that as well, but the beanbags were kind of our main thing. A little bit different than hosting a trivia night, but kind of offering a service or hosting a special night for a bar. I forget what we used to make per night. Like a lot of it was tied into, we would sell a lot of our boards through hosting it, but I think they gave us $150 a night to host these tournaments on top of our costs, which was, hiring the girls and everything else. They provided all the prizes. It was kind of a fun way to make a couple bucks. We got to get out there and meet a bunch of people. And it was just kind of fun. So when I saw this trivia thing, that idea popped into my head. Thought that may be interesting to some of you guys. If you're younger, if you're single, if you're new to an area and looking to make some friends, this would be kind of a cool, fun way to get yourself out there, meet some people, and maybe get out of your comfort zone, hosting a night like that. So that's a little side hustle idea I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button below. And until next time, guys, Rules for Rebels signing out.